So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and the Union Canal, which is right there behind us. So we're going to get an intersection done here today. It is a Wednesday afternoon, a very warm Wednesday afternoon for this time of year, but we'll take it. Almost 80 degrees today. Don't usually film on Wednesdays. I teach on Wednesdays, at least during the school year, but it's such a beautiful day, and it's mid-April, the days are longer, so I thought we'd get it done. Plus, this is the closest section to where I live, so we're going to knock this section out today. So that's looking back at the Union Canal. Very overgrown, this part. The towpath trail is right over there. And last time when we stopped, we kind of left off right about there somewhere and I walked up to the road. Right up here's Christmas Village Road. Right there's that stone mailbox that I pointed out in the last video that we stopped at. Yeah, the road is right up here, so you might hear some traffic throughout this video. And here's the canal. And once again, I am on private property for the majority of this video. There's a section up here that does belong to the federal government, the Army Corps of Engineers, but most of this is private land. And as I'm going to say in all these videos, just because I am here doesn't mean that you have permission to be here. These property owners gave me permission to be here. If you come here, you need their permission as well. All right, and also we're going to be looking for locks 31 and 30 in this video. Lock 32 is just back there in the previous video. Lock 31, I don't have a lot of hope for on my road walk to get to this spot, start here. I look down where it kind of should be, and I'm not really sure we'll see anything. We'll see. And then, not so sure about lock 30 either, but we'll see what we can do. Sometimes, as you know, these locks are not in great condition or they're just completely gone. All right, let's quit yapping and get this going. Looks like we have a pretty overgrown section, but some of the other sections looked a little bit more agreeable. So once again, that's back to where we came. You can clearly see the canal in there. And then over here, very overgrown. There are some raised elements here. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's see this mound of dirt. There's one other mound. Pretty decent mound over there. We'll check that out in a moment. Just see if that's some stonework, but I don't know. All right, it's pretty wet out here too. Got a lot of rain recently. There's already thorns. Yeah, see, this whole area is pretty raised up quite a bit. So, but this is the towpath trail, so we'll head up that way. Let's quick walk down and get a view of the creek. Of course, here is the Tulpehocken Creek. Of course, the canal. At least this section of the canal runs along the Tulpehocken Creek. Got all those beautiful yellow flowers again. Lesser celandine. So our canal is up that way, just coming down the creek here a little bit. Yeah, the water levels are up a lot higher today. Glad I haven't to wade through this section. Yeah, so this is just amazingly beautiful back here already. And look at all that color. All the fresh spring green. Those yellow flowers. Our canal is just up there. I'll probably head back up there in a moment. Maybe we'll stay down here. This is really spring-like, I guess you could say. Gotta get a picture of that. All right, so right up here is our towpath trail again. You can kind of see that raised element, and the canal is just on the other side. Just gotta get across this wet section. Oh, I was gonna say, will I get my feet too wet? That might be a problem. All right, I think we got it. All right, let's see how overgrown this section is. We'll see. Yeah, you can see the canal in there is kind of flooded with water. I'm going to risk the mud on this side of the towpath trail for a bit. It's kind of overgrown up there. The whole area is overgrown. Alright. You should be able to hear the frogs. Canal's right down there. So yeah, it's definitely spring. You got the lesser celandine, got the frogs back there, some red-winged blackbirds. There's one. Got the violets blooming, and here's another wildflower, spring beauty. Definitely feels like spring today too. Yeah, so once again, here's our canal. We're walking on the towpath trail, and down there's the Topahakan Creek. This section's a little easier to walk here. I'm being scolded. Some birds. Probably not too many people come through here. Alright, so we are coming onto land belonging to the Army Corps of Engineers. I see the sign, a little sign right up there. They have a telephone line going right through the canal too. Right there, that pole. This is the canal. Kind of runs through the canal for a bit. I guess that works. And of course, right up there's the road. I walked up that way. You might ask, why not just walk back that way? But I am trying to walk as much on the original towpath trail as possible, even though it's more difficult. Just trying to get that experience. Plus, I walked this way on the road. I don't kind of want to walk back the same way. And now we're actually walking down in the canal. Right up there's the towpath. Lots of wildflowers in here too. Alright, gotta get past all this. And you can see the canal going straight on through up that way. And we have a road crossing up here. This is a station road, it's called. Right there's our canal. And this is an older road. It appears on the older map, so at one point there would have been a bridge over the canal here. But not what's needed in modern times. So we gotta get across this. Get to the other side. And then back at it on this side. But this side looks a lot easier to walk on. I love these sections where you can see the creek, the towpath trail, and the canal. Because remember, the reason it's along a creek is the creek is what would feed the canal with water. They would dam sections of it, and that would force water into the canal. That's why it has to be along a creek. I'll check out the blue flowers. These are blue grape hyacinths. We grew up calling them bluebells on the farm, but they are blue grape hyacinths. One of my mom's favorite spring flowers there. They're not native, they don't usually grow wild, but a lot of times, I mean most of the time when they do grow wild, they were put here by people at some point, and then they kind of spread naturally. Yeah, all those yellow flowers again down there. And like I said, it is warm today, right? Sweating today. Although it should cool off a little bit as we get closer to evening. Speaking of that, what time is it? Well, a little bit after 4. So we still got time. I do have to get ready for tomorrow though. Tomorrow's another teaching day, so I can't be out here too long. I don't have too much to do, but got some stuff to get ready. Yeah, so this section is turning out to be quite nice to walk on. Almost seems like someone maintains it a little bit. Got some water in our canal again. And at this point, the Topahakan Creek is going to curve away from us, but our canal continues on that way. So it's nice to have permission to be on these properties. Although up a little ways, the canal kind of disappears, like it does in other areas. There's some ponds and stuff up here. Alright, so up ahead is where things are going to start getting a little bit more difficult in some ways. Let's go to our first creek up here. Crossing. Just wondering if there's any remains of like an aqueduct here. You can see how it's clear over there, like a clearing, but the canal would have gone through here. Let's find a way. Thought I saw some stones when I walked up by the road. Because the canal would have to go over these streams. So right there's the road. So our canal went right through here. Not really seen any remains of an aqueduct here, but I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to cross here. We'll just walk up to the road and cross over, get back at it. Alright, so we're walking along the road here now. The canal is just in there. We got Host Church Road. Traffic coming up behind me. And then just up ahead is Cross Keys Road. So somewhere just before Cross Keys Road is where Lock 31 was. So we'll have a look around. Yeah, right there's Host Church Road. And over here you can see the canal is just full of water. Whoops, as I tripped. Alright, so now we'll try and get back over in there and just see what we can find. If anything is left of Lock 30, because there's another stream. You see a bridge, there's another stream that comes across here. Let's see what we can find. Alright, so just after I said that, I believe I might have found it. Right here, you can see this worked stone. Right there's the canal. So I believe those look like stones that they use for the locks. So I'm guessing this right here was Lock 31. Let's just have a look around a little bit more. Definitely looks like it is, actually. Yeah, because I was looking back. Right here I'm thinking is the lock. Right there's that stonework. And there would have been some on this side. There's a towpath trail. So I'm thinking it just got completely filled in here. If looking back, you can see it's just all filled in here. This would be the lock all through here. We'll see what it looks like up at that end where the stream is. But I'm gonna get the GPS coordinates for this spot and then we'll continue on. All right, well in typical me fashion, I totally forgot my GPS. It's actually just up the road there in Naomi, but I forgot to put it back in my bag. And I didn't bring anything to write on either. I have a pen. But I'm right next to the road. Right over there is Host Church Road, so I can figure out GPS-wise where this is on Google Maps. Easy enough. We're not in the middle of nowhere. All right. Gotta remember things. So once again, there's looking back at the canal. Here it makes its way up. And then boom, it kind of narrows in here. Right there where those rocks are, which I'm pretty sure for the canal lock. And kind of see it going right into there. It's all filled in here though, but I'm pretty sure this is where it is. Like, so walk up through here, up towards this other stream. Yeah, man, in the summertime, this is all fully overgrown, so it's good to get some of these sections done now. Yeah, so I think we're actually walking on the filled-in lock through here. We'll see what it looks like at this end. Because I think around here somewhere was also a toll house for the canal. Because you had to pay to use the Union Canal back in the day. Usually where the locks are, there's always a lock house, usually. Someone operated the locks. But then every so often there was a toll house where you had to pay. Kind of like using the turnpike today. Alright, I see some interesting rocks down here, so let's take a look at that. Yeah, so this is the creek. This is Mill Creek, I believe. Yeah, check out those rocks over there. Those look like nice cut rock. Either maybe the Lock 31 ended here, or like I said, it would have had an aqueduct, they called it, over here, which would take the canal over the stream. Not by what those are, because I see some There's actually a nice cut rock on this side too, so I'm thinking that's what this was here. And looking back is where I believe Lock 31 was, which is all filled in now. That's what I'm gonna guess. So we're gonna make our way up to the road to cross this stream, and it'll pick things back up on this side. All right, so we're on the other side now, and man, look at all that beautiful flowers. Yeah, and right down here are those stones. See the one on the other side. This is where I think maybe an aqueduct came over. There's our bridge. All right, so our canal would go through here. Once again, you can see it's all kind of filled in through here. I think there's actually a pond up here too. I believe that house up there was actually an old tavern back in the day. Yep, here's a pond. Got some ducks in there. But the canal would have gone up through here. Yeah, once again, it doesn't look like much through here, but this is the canal. Oh, look who's up there. You can see Naomi way up there. That's where she's parked. My friend's house up there. Yeah, so this is the canal. Naomi is parked right in the middle of the canal. And they have a garden going through here too. But on the other side of Naomi, you can clearly see the canal again. It's just that this section through here is filled in. But easy to walk on. You know, like I said, their garden is right in the middle of the canal here. There's Naomi chilling out. And then on the other side of Naomi, you can clearly see the canal pick up through here again. Right here's the towpath trail. All right, so this section is nice. So most likely part of the reason for forgetting to bring things today, like my GPS, is today's normally just a school day for me. I don't usually film on Wednesdays or Thursdays, but kind of got home and took a quick break and got out here, so I didn't plan too well ahead in my mind there. But it is what it is. Yeah, so they keep this section nice and mowed. And then up ahead is Cricks Mill Road, which we got to cross, and then I believe lock number 30 is on the other side of that. I can tell by looking at the maps, the old maps. Now just past this point up here, it gets a little more rugged again. And then once we find the remains of Lock 30, that's where we'll end this video. If we find the remains of Lock 30. Alright, and right up here is Cricks Mill Road. I believe this little shed is for, they used to gauge the levels of the creek here. I think that's what it's used for. Alright, make sure no one's coming across here. And our canal continues on this way. And once again, it's a bit more overgrown. We're walking right in the canal. Telephone pole. Right up there's a towpath. Maybe we'll get up there actually. So like I said, Lock 30 should be up here somewhere. Of course, right up here is Christmas Village Road, and it's going to veer away from the creek here soon. I believe that's where, yeah, because right here the creek makes a bend too. I'm looking at the old maps. This is where, roughly where Lock 30 is going to be, just up ahead. Just gotta get up there. Alright, so it's not looking too promising right here. Right up here is the bend in the road, and there's a area that's been filled in here. I don't know, this doesn't look good. I'm gonna stop here regardless. I think my current permission ends about here. I believe I have to talk to the next property owner yet. So I don't know. It looks like maybe this is where lock 30 was. Like way down there is the canal, but there's this area here that's been filled in. So I'm thinking maybe, I guess things change over the years. So I don't see anything up ahead just now. Maybe there is. Actually, I think I do see something up here. Is that it? Oh yeah. That's it up there. Okay, it is. It's right up ahead there. Lock number 30 is right there. Still some of the stonework left. But I'm gonna let that go for now. When we do the next video, we'll come check this out some more. But there's lock 30, still in not too bad of a condition. All right, because I actually think I'm on the other property right now. All right, there you go. But yeah, I'm gonna meet with that property owner in the coming days, hopefully. Pretty sure they're gonna give me permission. They just want to talk to me first. That's what a number of them wanted to do. Because I think she has some animals and stuff, farm animals and stuff. All right, make our way back up to the road. Yeah, so when we do that section, we'll take a closer look at lock 30. Looks like it's still a lot there left of it. All right, but I think we'll end that video here. I'm gonna make the short little road walk back to where I parked. All right, another fun little adventure. As always, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you on the next one.